All right, we're going to pick up on page 253 before my computer so rudely didn't load my documents. Anyway, we're still looking at wacky kind of repetitive sentences. We have Julianne told me that she thought that what that noise was thunder that was so loud that it was deafening. And I think that she was right, that was what it was. Oh dear, so repetitive. And here'd be a better way. Julianne told me she thought the noise was thunder so loud that it was deafening. I think she was right. Wacky! I spoke to my dad on the phone, and when I told him where I was mad that he was mad that I was where I was. Oh dear. Better. I spoke to my dad on the phone. When I told him where I was, he was angry, and that made me angry. Notice the use of the dash there. We all know how Mrs. Wright feels about the dash. All right, let's talk about cliches. Now, cliches at one time were fresh and new, but the problem is that people read them, liked them, and then just kept using them over and over again, and they're not anymore. And they have their place in conversation. They can be kind of fun, but you don't want to use them in formal writing. You want to come up with your own comparisons. You also need to be aware, too, that if you're not a native English speaker, that a lot of times cliches will make no sense. And so you will be very confused. You can confuse some people by using them. So be aware of that. So blind as a bat, cool as a cucumber, happy as a clam are some examples of some cliches that maybe you've heard before. All right, let's look at the cliches in this story. Kind of try to pay attention and see how many you see. Last night I was hungry as a bear. I told my mom I wanted a really big dinner because I knew I could eat like a pig. She said, "Let's go to McDonald's." We left the house in a flash. As soon as we got to McDonald's, I could tell that something fishy was going on. There was not a soul to be seen. It was as plain as the nose on my face that they were closed for the duration, so we headed out for Bob's Grill. Bob's Grill was neither closed nor crowded. In fact, there was room to spare. By that time I was hungry to beat the band, and I ordered enough barbecued ribs to choke a horse. When they came, I was up to my ears in ribs, but believe it or not, I ate every last one. Later in the evening, I was sick as a dog. That just goes to show you. Sometimes your eyes are bigger than your stomach. My mom gave me some Pepto-Bismol, which I drank like water, and then I slept like a baby. The moral of this story is this: go nice and easy when you order ribs at Bob's. Okay, how many cliches did you count? Did you find them all? Quite a few of them, right? So here it is. They aren't wrong, they're just worn out. So sometimes you want to use them for a certain effect. That's fine. Just be aware of it. Don't use too many. If you use too many, you won't be an exciting writer. Okay? Here are some cliches. Hopefully, have you seen some of these? Do you use some of these? Okay? So just be aware of the cliches that you use when you're using them, and perhaps try to think of your own fresh expressions. All right.